walls are 70 feet high, their sides are 45 to 50 feet thick at the bottom and taper to 8 feet at the top. The center wall is 60 feet wide with sheer sides. Each wall contains a gallery for electric installation and a passage for employees and a drainage tunnel. Each chamber holds 6 million cubic feet of water and uses 3 million cubic feet at a filling. In a complete transit of the canal, 52 million gallons of water are lost to the sea with each ship passage. That's 94 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Here we are coming up on the Pedro Miguel locks. They're a single set of locks, in other words 2 lanes, 1 chamber. can think of the locks as a giant machine that is operated by water flowing downhill. There are no pumps, with just a system of pipes, valves, and gates. The principle used is simple. 3 culverts, which are simply really large pipes, 18 feet in diameter, each large enough to drive a bus through, extend under each of the walls of each lock, one on either side and one in the center. Smaller culverts branch from them. From these, water enters the locked chambers through holes in the floor. The valves controlling the flow of water are electrically operated, as are the gates. Each gate is so well balanced that they open and close, originally using a 40 horsepower electric motor on each side. The locks now use a hydraulically assisted 15 horsepower electric motor, about the same horsepower as a small Vespa scooter. In the middle of the locks, there is a control house, and inside the control house is a model of the locks with every moving feature of the locks duplicated in miniature, including the gate tops. Parts of the models move as the gates themselves open and shut. The operator receives a message from the lockmaster in charge of putting the ship through, turning off or on the water valves as required by turning a small metal handle on the control board. When released, the water flows from a higher to a lower level through the culverts and can fill a chamber in about 15 minutes. To empty a chamber, the upper valves are closed and the lower ones are open. The water in the chamber then flows into the chamber below until the level of the two are the same. When the gates are open, the gates actually recede into the sidewall and the ship passes to the next locked chamber. Each side of the lock gates is 65 feet wide, 7 feet thick, and 70 feet high, except for those at Miraflores, of course. They are built of steel, a framework, bolted together and divided into an upper and a lower chamber. The lower being airtight to make the gate buoyant in water and take the weight off its hinges. We are approaching Miraflores locks. In Spanish, Miraflores means look at the flowers. All of the locks on the canal were named for towns that are now at the bottom of the canal. The locks at Miraflores are 2 lanes, 2 chambers each, and will be rising to the level of Miraflores Lake, 54 feet above sea level. The highest gates and the highest lock walls on the canal are those at the lower lock chamber at Miraflores at 82 feet. This is due to the tides on the Pacific, which have an average rise and fall of 12 feet and sometimes a rise of over 20 feet. The single gates here at Miraflores are the heaviest on the whole canal, weighing 662 tons each. The lightest at Gatun are only 350 tons each. The lock chambers, though, have a standard length of 1,000 feet each and a width of 110 feet.
Are you guys ready to boogie? I said, are you guys ready to boogie? Then let's boogie!